Is it okay if I run across the street? I'm going to tell you, I am at the biggest fair that there's the whole area in the world. This was done in 1818. I'm at the Topsfield Fair in Topsfield, Massachusetts. Come on in and let's go get it done. Let's do it. Thank you. We just got here. What a trip it was. So what I'm hearing right now, this is their 205th anniversary at the Topsfield Fair. Look at this. You got crowds in here. It's a beautiful summer day here in October. Well, I'm going to tell you, let's get in there and get our hands dirty, and maybe we can find something that you will love in the garden. Let's go and do it. Okay. This is amazing. Guess what you can do in the garden? I just learned. You can have beer in the garden. Look at this. You can't make this up. It's even in a sign, beer in the garden. Well, we're going to do that afterwards, Chris. What do you think? It's Oktoberfest in October. What do you think? Meanwhile, what we're going to do is we're going to go in the flower building. They got some unbelievable flowers, trees, and etc. that you can create in your garden and walkways. Wait till you see and explore what this is. Let's go ahead and get in there. It's unbelievable. Okay, but I said we were going to go in the flower building. You know something? Did you ever think in the most creative way, without using ladders and all that, how can you trim your trees and shrubs? Well, I'm going to tell you, before we go inside this flower building right here.
Jimmy, what's going on?
Jay, what's going on?
Good
Holy
to see you,
smokes,
my friend.
unbelievable. Well, let me ask you, is there any chance that I could use, or people could use you in your garden for trimming trees and shrubs up high instead of using ladders? How would that work?
You don't need a ladder. You get up on the stilts and you're going to be good, Jimmy. I'm telling you, but hey, safety first.
True,
right?
true.
Safety first, guys.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Jay, do you have fun doing this? Because this looks amazing.
I love it. I love it. Get a chance to see kids and to go around and mooch a lot of good food at the fair. Hey,
Wow.
hey, hey.
So now, how many years you been doing this?
I've been a stilt walker for 20 years, all over New England, running around visiting folks saying, hey, you can catch me down at Fenway Park sometimes. I'm down there dressed in a Red Sox outfit.
Now, you're a Red Sox fan, right?
Absolutely.
There you go. All right, well, Jay, thank you so much. I love it. Okay,
Jimmy.
enjoy the rest of the fair, as we are too.
Take
Thank
care,
you so
everybody.
much.
Let's hear it for Jimmy.
Boom.
Woo!
Look at this exhibit here. This is a perfect New England exhibit. You've got your autumn maples here, your sugar maples. Look at this, a beautiful corner stone granite. I mean, this doesn't get any more New England than this. You've got mums here, okay? Look at this, rutabaga here. You just can't make up. This is a beautiful, beautiful, look at the Fraser fir over here. We're ready for Christmas. This is an amazing exhibit here at the 2023 Topsfield Fair. Look at this, you can't make it up. This is creativity. Look at the reds. We all go up to New Hampshire and all that, right here, right in front of you. This is an amazing, amazing tree. So did you ever grow flowers inside your backyard or anywhere in your garden? Well, look at this. This is a dahlia. One thing that's really kind of unique is what you can do with your flowers. You can create a scene with those flowers. Look at this. They've created the Little Mermaid here garden. Look at the colors on top of this with all these flowers. It's so exotic. It's fulfilling. It's got some unbelievable color. Better still, look at this. The talk of the world here, Barbie. Look at this, pink. Everything pink in the garden. Look at this. Barbie's in a little car right here, but everything is pink. You've got all kinds of different cut flowers. You can do that, and that's amazing. Pink, pink, pink. So next year when you go out in your garden, plant the seeds that you can incorporate and make a little scene in your cut flowers, because you can take this, which are these here, and create a scene. Isn't that unbelievable? There's all kinds of things you can do, starting with this, just a little seed. That is an amazing thing you can do in the garden. So, did anybody ever want to know? My number one question is, which comes first, the chicken or the egg? Well, we're going to get that answer right now from my new friend right here. She is Margaret. And Margaret, thank you so much for being on the show with Jimmy K Around the Garden. So, tell me a little bit about what this chicken is. What's this whole scenario about the chicken and the egg?
Yeah, you know, a lot of people have a lot of questions about chickens. We eat a lot of them. We eat a lot of eggs. They're a big part of our culture and our food. This guy, his name is Ricardo. He's one of the many roosters here at the Topsfield Fair.
So now, one thing is, okay, is that, can you tell me a little background, because it was very interesting about you. You tell us the story.
Yeah, so I'm a member of our Plucky Poultry 4-H Club, and I am 17 now, and I started raising chickens when I was about 10 years old in the 3rd grade.
So when most of us were coloring and using crayons and all that, like me, I was digging holes and making all kinds of dirt for my trucks, you were doing chickens and you were raising chickens. Now, this is kind of fun, is it? So what's good for as far as people in the garden that we have this era that people like to have chickens in their garden? Can you tell us more about that and what they're good for and what they do? I mean, in general.
Yeah, I mean, chickens are really great. They're especially great for young families. They teach you a lot about responsibility.
So Margaret, one of the cool things is you've been saying when you were 7 years old, and most of the people I know I was in my garden with dirt and playing with trucks and all that. You were playing with chickens and you were raising chickens.
Oh yeah.
So can you tell me a little bit about how did you get into this as a child, collecting chickens and actually raising chickens?
Yeah, so we live near our local county co-op, and we saw that they had chicks, and our parents were like, all right, let's hatch some let's get some chickens. So we've been raising them since then, and it got me outside a lot. I learned how to take care of them. I learned a lot about responsibility. It was really exciting being able to feed them every day, and as I grown up, I've just really been interested in learning about poultry.
And one thing I always see all the time is that people in New Hampshire or people around Massachusetts or anywhere all over the world, they raise chickens to keep the bugs down, but they also get their own eggs. Is that correct?
Yes. Yep.
And now you told me there's one chicken that doesn't do the eggs and one that does. Can you educate me and everyone else which one is which and how does it work?
Yes, so all female chickens, which are called hens, will lay eggs. The only ones that don't are roosters.
Really?
And this is a rooster right here.
And what's his name again?
Ricardo.
Ricardo. So the next time you see Ricardo in the road, stop, because he's a famous chicken. Thank you, Margaret. All right, it's unbelievable out here. I'll tell you, now I'm getting hungry. I was thirsty a little bit more, but now I'm hungry. Well, Karen is here, and Anna's granddaughter. Well, nothing like being at a fair having fried dough. Tell me a little bit about yourself. First of all, you told me you weren't good in the garden. Is that true or not?
I'm not good in the garden at all.
Why?
I don't have a green thumb. I come from a long line of black thumbs.
Did your garden create anything this year? Did you have an unbelievable garden with all the rain and the sun and the
I had
and the heat?
unbelievable weeds. They were this high.
Yeah, that's because of all the
My
rain.
peonies didn't do well. My hydrangeas didn't do well. Nothing did well today.
Now tell me something very, very simple. And the story is unbelievable. How did you get into this business? Because a fair without fried dough is not a fair. And you got Anna's.
Yep.
Tell me about who you are and how this all started.
So my parents are Jack and Anna Flynn. They started the fried dough in 1969. They were in the carnival business since the early 50s with the Midway show, and they segued into the fried dough business in 1969, and we've been doing it ever since. We've been in Quincy Market, Foxborough Stadium.
And are you ready for this? Because it seems like you're being cultured and formed into doing this, because you're going to be there, but then next year you might be over here. You are going to be eating fried dough, and what else?
Today, I just had a root beer float.
Yes, a root beer float.
I had some more veggie tempura.
Oh, she's eating healthy.
And, well, I'm a vegetarian, so it's actually hard for me out here.
So this is a vegetarian fried dough.
Vegan, actually.
Did you know that? It's vegan.
That's true.
So without further ado, can we try this?
Absolutely.
So, I mean, what's the first words that's gonna come to this? This is, of course, Anna's fried dough. I'm being serious, and you know I'm gonna
love it.
Now, this just came out. This is actually hot.
Yeah.
So, You know how they do on TV and they don't swallow it and they say, oh, this is really good? I'm actually going to eat this, so watch. Oh, damn. Karen, get a couple more going. Chris, can we do something like this? Have like one of these every single day? This is really, really good. Well, thank you so much. Okay, and you got it. She's got to leave because she's got a line all the way down there, and I'm tying her up. Go to Anna's wherever you see them. It's an unbelievable, and I'm not kidding you. Actually, this might be all. But the next time I'm on there, I get all this powder on. It's from there. Thank you so much, you guys. Okay, and enjoy the show. Okay, thank you. So these are some of the creative pumpkins that people make, and what they do is they bring them to the fair and they judge them. And look at some of the ideas that they actually do with the pumpkins. I mean, it's quite amazing. Very, very unique. And every single one of these is pumpkins that they actually grew in the garden. I mean, that's using your imagination. And look at this. All pumpkins that were all created by children and adults. And that's using definitely the imagination. Pumpkins in the fall. Creativity in the garden. That's why the gardening is so unique and so fun, because after you grow things, such as the pumpkin, you can create this unbelievable result. And up here, you've got people that grow their own gardens. Judged, and they get first place, second place, they get a ribbon. Look at all these tomatoes and peppers. It's amazing. All families created a garden and grew things this year. Even though it was not a really great year for growing, but look at all this produce. Look at all these vegetables, all grown and all judged and all graded. And look at the sunflower heads. It's amazing. It just doesn't get any better. So one thing that the fair's always been known for is the big giant pumpkin weigh off. Well, you're not going to believe this. Yeah, this is 2,198 pounds a pumpkin. You'd probably need more than like 4 acres of land. This is like a small building, a small outhouse. Look at this. This is amazing. This truly is a pumpkin. You can do anything out there. Generally what you do is you take the pumpkin, let it break down, you keep the seeds inside of it, and that will get you the next generation of pumpkin. This you cannot make up. They've always done this year after year. That's an amazing poundage. Could you imagine how much it took to actually bring this in? Well, that's a pumpkin. You can't make it up. All yous can all do that. You don't need that much of an area, but you got to work it. Always working on the pumpkin. That is an amazing pumpkin.
There you go.